Hi, everybody. Morning, afternoon, wherever you are, if you're watching this live or later on. Give me 1 second. I just got to close the door. Sorry, I'm a bit slow, but I was doing something else. Okay, that's a little better. I apologize for the funky light. Bad timing. Directly behind this laptop is the window. And right now, the sun is right at the wrong angle. It comes in and it shines on my white sewing table and is like blinding. I don't want everyone to go blind. Hi, V. Thanks for joining us. Call me V's in here. So if the sun moves around a smidgen more, then I'll crack it back open. And then we can have actual light. But for now, unfortunately, it's just the way the light is right now, just because it's going to be another sunny day. Thanks for coming in, V. I think I've seen your name around before a few times. I'm going to show you this. That's going to be a strip set. Eventually. Let me get it out of the way because we're not sewing that one right now. A week or so ago, I saw a video from Scrap Fabric Love. Kristen is her name. Some of you quilters might know who she is. And like an insane person, I decided to do her stitch along, but sew along, whatever you want to call it. But I do have a little bit of time, actually, so it works out. And I'm just using whatever fabric here and there, as long as it was long enough. I'm going to use it. The video for the first block was on this past Tuesday. What was that, the 7th, 8th, something like that? So basically, the strip sets are it's like a full width of fabric. And then I'm going to cut them into 4. So it's like a great big rail fence, essentially. And then next Tuesday. So I just kind of grabbed out a bunch of fabric, and I think the quilt works out 58 by 58. So I'm going to give it to my daughter, and she can use it for dog blanket or whatever. She takes Ferris camping, or I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I did some pinning just because sewing long strips together, I don't want to have them pulled or anything like that. So I'm going to get to the other camera momentarily. Oh, pardon me as I bend over and plug in the sewing machine. There we go. And there. Oh, V says her grandma used to quilt with scraps. Well, I do have quite a few. This is just fabric out of my stash. It's not really scraps necessarily, although the rainbow one is kind of. That's a work in progress. Oh, good morning, Laura. Laura Supp has joined us. This is my usual scheduled Friday. I couldn't do Friday 2 weeks ago because I was camping already. We left on Thursday, so that's why I had a quick Thursday live. Excuse me momentarily. I need to clean this. Next Friday, we are heading to Penticton to see our friends. That's a town on Okanagan Lake. It's about a 4-hour drive because next weekend is the Victoria Day long weekend in Canada. Monday the 20th is Victoria Day, so we have a long weekend, although we are coming back on Sunday the 19th because my husband has to do a few things on the 20th. And then my next live will be after that. I think that's the 24th. I don't have June scheduled yet. I don't know. V is waiting to start vocal therapy in Toronto. Oh, thank you, Laura. She says the rainbow string quilt is amazing. It's coming along. I'm probably going to have a go later on this month if I have time to work on some more blue blocks because I have to do the entirely blue ones. And then I'll have to probably stop on it for a bit because after that I have to do half blue, half indigo and a few full indigo ones. And indigo fabric is kind of, I don't know, it's a weird color, dark purpley blue. So I'm going to have to hunt around, I think. Glenda Hyde is in here. Good morning, Glenda. Is it V or Vi? Sorry, I'm not pronouncing it right. We are having some family members over on Mother's Day. It should still be nice by Sunday. We're having sort of a, not quite a heat wave exactly at the moment, but it kind of, yesterday afternoon, we actually put the air conditioning on. We have Central there. Hey, Donnell. Thanks for coming in. Donnell Stitchery's here too. There was no breeze yesterday afternoon, and we have one of those weather station panel things in the kitchen, and the sensor is just outside underneath the deck, and it gets full sun. So it was reading 30 degrees Celsius yesterday afternoon. It was probably more like about 28-ish, which if there isn't any breeze, it still gets really stuffy and hot inside the house. So we just closed up AC going until like 7:30 or so last night. If your French V is, okay, yeah, c'est la vie, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have the family over. We'll probably just order in something simple. It was somewhat impromptu, but that's okay. So I don't know if tomorrow my husband might pressure wash the deck because it gets kind of gross over the winter. So if he has time to pressure wash it, then maybe we can sit out back on Sunday, but it's kind of a big job and takes a while. And then we got to move the furniture back in the right spot. And yeah, it's kind of more of a big deal than we might have time for tomorrow. So we'll see. And then by Monday's just cloudy again, and then Tuesday's back to rain. So we just have a small amount of nice weather right now. So we'll see what happens today. If right now there's a slight breeze, if that keeps up all day, we probably won't have to put the air conditioning on. But if it dies and it gets stuffy and sticky, then air conditioning on. So those strip sets that I just showed you guys a little bit ago. Here, let me grab it again because some of you weren't in here. Whoops, not the blue. Not the blue. This is going to be one. This is basically the order they're going to go in. I am up. They drop it everywhere. I took a picture of it on my phone, so I've got it. The other one has a yellow kind of strip in the middle of it. I'm not making them the same. They're big rail fence blocks. They're going to be 20 and a half and then 20 like finished, right? Kristen said that you could easily do a baby coat with 4 of them. Just make it like a rail fence and then put a border on it. Would that be really cute too if you have appropriate fabric? V says we are at Airbnb, so like in Toronto Zoo, and maybe a Cirque du Soleil. So, ooh, sounds cool. Oh, hello, Rita. Rita's Roosters come in. And so Terry. Hi, Terry. Yeah, sorry, everybody. I was mired in a couple other things at the last minute. Like I was trying to get going. I was just like, so I didn't quite make it. So I'm going to just make sure my other camera's going. Yes, okay, good. Let me switch, and then you can see me sewing. There, okay. So I've already got them pinned in pairs, although there are 7 strips altogether, so one of them isn't going to be a pair, obviously. And I'll adjust the alignment as I go. I just pinned them so they wouldn't like flap around on me. I'll check on chat momentarily. Excuse me. And I do not have any more coffee with me today because I've been up since 6:30 and I already had 2. I think that's more than enough. It gets light so early that Ferris is up. Come on, get up. Everybody get up. It's nice out. Let's go. So, yeah. But Friday's also garbage day around here, and our neighbor's in the back. I guess the guy was going to work and he was dragging his cans out so I could hear him. And yeah, whatever. I'm just getting up. I will wind up actually doing a video for this quilt. I just wanted to start this while I was live with you guys. And obviously, well, I will put the link in for Kristen's video too, because she explains what's going on really well. I don't know if you can still follow. I mean, obviously you can follow along, duh. But for joining, you might still be able to. You just have to email her, I think. She has an introductory video. I'll put that in when I'm done this. I'll put that in the description box, and I will put her video from Tuesday with the block 1 rail fence block in there too. So. Come back to chat in a second. And no, I don't sew very fast. I want to make sure my 1/4 inch seam is good, not all over the place. So I'm careful. Okay, just shovel that one over a little bit. That's better. Excuse me. All right, almost there. And I did measure these, and I can get 2 20.5 inch blocks out of them. And I do have one of those big rulers. Okay, whoops, a bit more. Here we go. All right, press those later. I am going to be pressing them all to just whatever side, like pick a side and press them. Okay, what's going on? All right. Okay, maybe. Oh, Laura says she liked the video that Terry put up for her granddaughter. Yeah, you guys should go see So Terry's channel. She's decorating all the sewing machines. Looked really cool. Oh, and V says she's got second tea already done. Okay. Donnell's been up since 7:30 on a second cup of coffee. Donnell, you're in Ohio? No, I forget. You're on Eastern time, right? And so Terry says she has a noon deadline for a bag, so I better stop chatting and get this finished. Okay, sorry, Terry. Bye. Thanks for coming in. Laura says she inherited a featherweight from her mother-in-law. Honestly, it looks like it was never used. I have to go through it and get all the cleaned up and oiled. Oh, okay. Terry says she's listening. Listening while she's sewing. All right. The next strip set is yellow in this sort of paisley-ish print. It was a case of find what you got and use it. The next block 2, is like a quarter log cabin, sort of, that Kristen's going to do. And I dug through stash. It's kind of just sitting over there in a pile, and I'm going to see what her fabric requirements are, because she's going to tell us, like, for this, like the center, you need 4 of this size square, and then, so I'll go through what I have and organize that. Not all 4 blocks might not wind up being the same. We'll see how the fabric goes. Basically, for these rail fences, I'm going to have 2 that look with this yellow and in different order, and then 2 that are like the other with the 2 purples. V says she inherited a 1960s Singer with the flower power prints on it. Cool. Laura says, I'm working on my first coffee, but I already think of a second. I walk 5 miles every morning, and I was walking pretty slow this morning. Wow, good for you. Ferris did something to his paw. That's our Bernie's mountain dog. I don't know. He just stepped wrong. I don't know. He gets all crazy and runs around, and he probably just ran wrong because he goes like turbo dog. So he probably twinged something in his wrist, and it, like, if he moves wrong, he'll go, right? And he'll walk along just fine beside us. Like, he's really good with heel and everything. But when you go to get the leash out, it's like freak out excited, and he'll jump around, and we don't want him to like go and hurt it more. So we haven't been taking him for a walk, because even though it's nice out, it's likely just a little twinge, because he can walk fine. It doesn't hurt him most of the time. It's just if he moves it wrong. Like, you know how dogs like can really bend their wrist flat? Like, he can't do that. That hurts him. Or if he turns a little bit. This morning I went out to get him from outside, and he saw me and did the, and then as soon as he did that and kind of jumped, he sort of turned and jumped. So maybe as he turned, it went, and dumb dog. Oh, ma. I haven't seen Jo come in. Maybe she's busy. Usually Vintage Style by Jo comes in. I was going to give her a heads up. So, Jo, if you're seeing this replay later, one of my chats a while back, she said that she watches that Highway from Hell show on Discovery Channel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, but next Friday when we drive up to Penticton, we are going to go on the Coquihalla Highway, and that is the highway in the show in winter when the trucks go off the road and the big rescue rigs have to come and pull them back on. And once you get past the town of Hope, which is about a 45-minute drive east of where I live, you're in the mountains. You have a choice of 3 highways to get elsewhere in British Columbia, and every one of them is a mountain pass. Every one of them. We're just used to that. Drive through the mountains. It's a thing. So normal circumstances, should be sunny next week too. Even if it's raining, it's not that bad. So I'll try to film it. Maybe not the whole way, because it's like an hour and a bit to Merritt. We don't want to do that. It's boring. So I'll film some of it so you guys and Jo can see what the highway looks like. Not in the winter. Sometimes the highway is actually closed in the winter. The top of the pass, the Coquihalla Summit, I can't remember. It's like 1,300 and something meters. There's a sign as you go by, and it says. So it's high enough up that, weather gets interesting in the winter. And sometimes they close the highway or it's windy and the snow blows, and then there's visibility is bleh, and Laura says she lives in the Phoenix metropolitan area, so the morning weather is usually pretty good. Yeah, before it gets too hot, I guess, right, Laura? I live just east of Vancouver, far enough in the Fraser Valley that we don't always get the nice onshore sea breeze. So it's sometimes a bit hotter here than it is in the city. Depends. All right, I'm going to flip back to the other camera and sew this other one. One sec here. Okay. Some of the strips are 2.5 and some of the strips are 4.5. Just to make the real fence block look a bit more interesting. I just lined them up in an order that I thought looked okay. But if you have a cute jelly roll and coordinating yardage for like a border and binding and backing and stuff, this really would be a really cute baby quilt and not hard to do. The 4 blocks together would be like 40 inches square, and you could put a smaller border around it and make it 46 maybe, something like that. Use your imagination. I should put that there. Might be easier to put the pins away. Stay. Bring the camera up just a smidgen. Yeah, not really. Doesn't really help. I got really tight quarters in here. It's hard to get good camera angles. I did kind of think of rearranging my room possibly so I can have better stuff for filming, but I kind of have to keep my big cutting table in the middle. Otherwise, I don't have enough light for cutting. Because if I put it too far this way toward me, like where I am now, then the light will be like over my shoulder and I'll be in my own shadow. So I don't think I really have a choice. I have to keep it like this and just do the best I can. Mulling it over and realize, nah, it's not going to happen. So it sets me up perfectly for quilting, but not so much for filming. Excuse me. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm dry. Okay. There's that one. Come back to this for a second. There we go. Laura says she's out of the house by 5:30 in the morning. Ooh, that's early. Oh, hello, Allison. Alicine Stitching says good morning. Kim Burr says hi, Kelly. Thank you very much for dropping in, ladies. I've also been working on some of that stuff I can't really show you yet for that collaboration. I've just been sewing so that I have things ready to go. I've been working on block 2, which I don't actually have any part of the design of that. We're all sort of divvied up. Okay, you do this, you do this, you do this amongst the 4 of us, and we've got that set, and we're, designed our parts of it and all that stuff. But I'm only sewing block 2. That's nothing. I'm nothing in that one. I just want to get them done so that when the other people post their videos in the summer, then I can say, hey, I'm doing this. Oh, Nancy's coming in. Oh, I had to miss you somehow. Sorry, Nancy. Thank you so much. I missed you somehow. My apologies. So eventually that video will be up. I do have part of the first block. I am on, my part of it is the second border. So I have 2 blocks fully done, center, first border, second border, done. The third block I have done with the center and the first border, so that when my time comes to show you guys, I will show you, okay, this is my pattern for the second border. And that will be in July. I will probably film it in June and then just schedule it for, yeah. Oh, hello, June. June Hansen has joined us. Thank you very much for coming in. I keep getting notifications pop up. Sorry if you guys hear that little bing noise. That's what that is. Okay, I'm going to go up and press. Oh. Just back up again. Whoa. Throw my sewing around. Okay, well, no. Unfortunately, the fan is blowing it around a little bit, but I want it to get hot in here. The sun might be around enough momentarily that I can open up the blinds. I'm just kind of looking. You can just see it underneath. I'm not sure what official sunrise is, like 6:45 or something right now. And naturally, there's dog hair on it. I'm going to go this way. Actually, I'll go this way. Okay, change of plans. We'll go this way. pressing this toward the purple. It's just easier. It'll be right there. Ouch. Okay. There's that one. So the purple is the outside of it. We'll lay that out over here. Hang on a second, gang. I'll be right back. And then we have that one goes next, then the yellow. So we have to press toward the paisley strip. Okay. Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay. More notifications. Come on, go away. There we go. Oh, Kim, that ouch was for nail, which didn't actually break. She says, iron the fabric, Kelly, not your fingers. No, I have burned myself before, but that was not one of them. I just like grabbed the handle wrong or something. I don't know. It's, yeah. Oh, sometimes I get turned around in my way to iron too. I guess I'm like directionally challenged or something. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Press that again, but that's okay. I'm going to press it all again after when I've got them all, when I have the whole thing assembled too. I'll just press everything too. Just to make sure it's all good. Whoops. Missed the spot. Okay, there's that. Okay, I think we're good there. All right. I'm going to fix this purple one because it's not as far over as it could be. Put it all the way up. Okay, that's better. That's better. Good for now. After it's all sewn together, I'll press from the back too. So what else is everybody up to this weekend? Mother's Day and all that. Tomorrow is a chore day for us, and I'm going into Abbotsford with my daughter briefly for a little bit. That's the city next to us in the west. Allison says they're having the kids down here at the beach. Nice. Are you at the trailer right now? June is going to her son's for Mother's Day. Lovely. Allison says, yep. You should go check out Allison's channel. She does her sewing from their RV at the beach because her and her husband are camp hosts at the moment. Laura says she has to embroider a quilt label today for a baby quilt for my new great niece. Oh, lovely. That's so cool. I probably should get baby quilts made just to be ready to go. Allison says, so are we starting the tree quilt in June? Yes, I'm hoping so. I'm a little busy right now, and I have to be... We got to wait for another round of payments from my husband's company, and then I got to go buy that background, and then I'm good to go. Donnell says, I'll be live with Russ from Quilt Meets World on Mother's Day, then going to see my mom afterwards. Sounds like fun. I'm likely not going to be catching very many people's lives on Sunday, just because the remainder of the chores have to get done throughout Sunday morning and early before the family comes over. Kim says she will find a good movie, have a nice lunch, and relax. Sounds good. Al says, no worries, just give me the blast off time that works. Okay, it'll probably be the latter part of June because my father-in-law says he wants to do a family dinner on Saturday the 8th. His birthday's the 6th. He'll be 91. I don't know what we're going to do. Bring food in, something, whatever. I don't know. He just mentioned it last week, so that's probably what's going to happen. And on the 15th, I have to go to a wedding shower. So after that, I will make a video. Hey, we're getting going on the Christmas tree quilt. But in the meantime, if somebody else wants to join us, just email me. I've been talking about this since pre-Christmas, early December, I think, when I first mentioned it and did a video. I think I did 2 videos about it, actually. And we've talked about it on live a number of times. Laura says she has another baby quilt to do, but I won't need to have it finished until September. Good plan. See, I was thinking if I get them kind of like sandwiched and quilted and just have binding cut and ready to go on a label that is partly done. I have some generic labels, actually. I got them. I don't know where I got them. It's like a piece of fabric with different labels on them. And I have some like iron-on ones too. So I can just have that done, make it part of the backing, and then all I have to do is write on the label and do the binding, and it's done. Yes, Laura Sup. We are using, do you know So Be It Quilts, Fallon? It's her pattern. And her video was middle of November last year. It's a free pattern. You just have to go on her video, and she puts a link, and then you can download it. But she explains in the video how to do it. Kim says she has a tree quilt started, but no clue where it is. Yeah. And Laura, my email is in my description part of my channel. You know, the about section where I yak about my channel. It's in there. Laura says she has a ton of her rulers and absolutely love all of them. So there you go. So go back to about middle of November 2023 on Fallon's channel, and you will find that video. The tree is in the middle, and it's like the background color. And then it's almost like a medallion quilt, sort of. Right? So the tree's in the middle. It's the background color. And then there's other fabric around it, basically using up your red and green scrap. I just didn't have any more background left. I got none. I got this tiny little bit. You need like 2.5 yards or something. So I got to go buy it. Anyway, and then there's background around that. And then the outer border is like a piano key style, big. I forget exactly how big the quilt winds up. 68 by 68, something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the pattern for a while. Anyway, it's a good size though. Kim says she will go to the channel and get the pattern. If you guys can't find it, email me. I do have it. I don't think Fallon will mind if I email it to you, since it is free and she's so sweet. But that way, if you at least go to her channel, then you can see how to make the thing and get a heads up on it, right? Laura says she has arthritis and my hands aren't very strong, so Fallon's rulers have been a game changer. Good to know. Oh, Allison just looked at her download and she says it's 72 by 72. Okay, yeah, I thought it was pretty big. Eventually, it'll probably wind up being a Christmas quilt for the guest bed, which is actually where I sleep now because I don't want to listen to my husband all night. I actually like to sleep. And I don't know if I'll even get it done this year. I just want to start it. And I'll work it on my lives all summer. And I might do a little bit here and there otherwise. But I haven't even thought of backing yet or binding or anything. Worry about the quilt top first. And then we'll see. Maybe I'll get it done and use it for Christmas. Maybe it'll be next year. Who knows? There's lots of people out there in quilting land who are way more prolific than me and can whip it off like nothing. That's not me. I don't have time for that. However, sometimes I can get on a roll. So we'll see. Laura Lynn said she wanted to do it too, if she has time. But she at least got the pattern, so she might be joining us. Oh, Allison says, I wish that I could drop in my download for you. No worries. I'll go hunt up Fallon's video and put it in the description box as well when I'm done this live. Then you can at least use the link for that. I actually have to go watch her video again before I even start it, just to sort of see, okay, do this, read over the pattern, make sure I've got it solid, and then I'll get started. It looks like a fun pattern. Should not be too difficult, I don't think, for all it's big. That's another reason why I thought I would do it, because it didn't look too tricky. Oh, my eye went crazy. Okay, so I'm going to sew one more thing here, and then we'll probably call it. This one is another one of those beigey solids, and this sort of, it kind of looks like it's leaves, actually. It's very small leaves. Kind of autumny. And the other strip number 7, is another one of those paisleys. So this is going to be pretty eclectic. Because the other fabric I have is like dark red and black and a bunch of other stuff. So it's going to be a little wild, but. I just wanted to use up my stash. Oh, sorry. Didn't switch the camera. Pardon me. Oh, really pretty fabric. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I really like that. that leaf one. I used it for some Automy thing before, table runner or something. Thanks, June. Yes, I hope so. It's definitely going to be eclectic. Maybe a little wild and crazy. We'll see how it turns out. I will see how tomorrow goes. And I might sew a bit more on it and start filming my video for the rest of this quilt. Just so you guys can see it a little bit better. But I'm also got to kind of wait for what Kristen drops on her channel too, because last week she sort of did like a private video for all of us in the sew along, and it had the fabric requirements. So that's why I kind of cut everything ready to go. And then I watched her video on Tuesday. We're like, okay, got it. I just didn't have time to sew this until now. So presumably over the course of the weekend, she will either put another private video up or just email us the fabric requirements for block 2 or something. And then once she does that, then I'll just carry on. But until that happens, I really can only do these 4 blocks and that's it. Which is okay. Oh. I think that's my neighbor mowing the lawn. Yep. Guys across the back. Can you hear the lawnmower? I think it's going to be a day for that. Yesterday, he was pressure washing something. Right now, our backyard's in shade, so my husband wouldn't be mowing the lawn right now anyway. He might do that later on today when he's done work, though. Okay. No, see, the sun is... Oh, damn it. Just the wrong angle. If I lift up the blind, see, look what happens. The sun beats down right on the sewing machine. I can't see a dang thing. Ugh. Let's move that and talk carefully. There we go. Okay. All right, there's that one. Let me line this one back up. I'll be right back. Hold on. I just got to keep my arrangement right or I'll mess it all up. Okay. That goes there. So that gets pressed to that. And then this one goes on the end. Okay. That will do. Actually, this way. So that gets pressed to the... Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Switch back again. Okay. Oh, Allison's got to go. She's going to go and pull her 5 feet of weeds along the path when I finish. De-weeding end of the month. I'm listening. Okay. Thanks, Allison. Oh, Tracy Provis. Hello, hello, hello. How's the cross stitch going? June says, I think someone's taking down a tree or mowing. Too is noisy. June says, when you're done, come and weed my flower bed. Yeah, so let's get back to the other camera. There we go. Okay. So that strip set's going to get pressed toward that leafy fabric, and then I have to sew another paisley on the other side of the tanish beigey colored solid. So that is going to be the rest of my weekend and a few days as time depends. And then I will have to sew the other one together. I only had one of those yellow strips. So the other one has 2 purples, which is okay. And I have to look at my phone to see the order because I took a picture of it. So I may or may not get them all sewn and cut up and squared before Tuesday. We'll see. Maybe. I'll do the best I can. So yeah, we're at 52, so I probably should finish up because I don't really have anything else to tell you guys. I'll carry on with this. I'll carry on with that stuff I can't show you yet. I don't know if I'm even going to have any videos up next week. We'll see. They're going to be hit and miss for a while, guys. I'm sorry. It's just circumstances. You'll get a whole pile more in the summer, but right now it's going to be maybe yes, maybe no. Please bear with me because my life gets a little wild occasionally and I don't have time to film anything. So I don't know, 2 weeks now, hang on a second. 2 weeks from now is the Memorial Day weekend in the States, right? Because you guys are weekend after us. So if nobody's around on Friday the 24th, that's fine. Whatever. Just watch my replay eventually if you want to. But if you're traveling, no worries, I get it. That's what we're doing next Friday after all. We're not leaving at, crack of dawn or anything like that because it's only a 4-hour trip, but we could probably be out of here 9-ish, 9:30 maybe. We definitely want to be gone relatively early before the traffic gets really bad because there'll be a lot of people heading out of Vancouver at various times next Friday, and we're 100 kilometers east, 60 miles, 65 miles, something like that. So if we get out of here early enough, we'll get ahead of a good portion of that. And then we can be at our friends in early afternoon, and they're having a bunch of people up there actually. So there's some people that will be there earlier on Friday and some people that will be up Saturday morning and that kind of thing because they're doing this event thing on Saturday that we've done before. So that's why we're going. That's on the 18th. My mom and dad's anniversary is actually Victoria Day, the 20th. They're 58 years this year. Kim Burr says we have rain in our forecast for the next 5 days. I'm going to see if I can get a quilt tied. Ooh! I've seen videos of that. It looks cool. Haven't tried it yet, though. Do you use wool, Kim? Or like embroidery floss or pearl cotton or something? I think it looks cool. Old school, right? My grandma used to have one when I was a kid. That was like our sit out in the backyard quilt and play with our dolls and stuff. Me and my cousins and my sister. I don't know what happened to it. Fell apart probably. Oh, Kim says she'll be using some yarn that was given to me. Oh, cool. I bet that'll turn out good. Alrighty then. I'm going to call it. We're almost at an hour. So thanks for coming, everybody, like usual. I appreciate it immensely. Good to meet you, V. Nice to see everybody like usual. So I guess I'll see you all around. You'll see me around in other people's lives and commenting and whatever. But I may or not be able to upload anything of my own. So just hang in there. It will happen eventually. And you will get road trip video coming up after we go away next weekend. Bye.